Welcome back to the Crooked Spine Show. If there's a number one reason why people come to my office as a chiropractor and are in pain, especially short-term or long-term chronic pain, is they do not stretch enough. Most people don't know how to stretch or what stretches to do for a back, neck, or shoulder issue and other body parts. In this talk today, we talk about the importance of stretching and what it actually is getting the tissue to actually stretch, maybe the joint, maybe the muscle tissue, maybe the fascia between the muscles too. So it actually helps the overall body relax so the joints of the spine of your back do not tighten up to cause nerve pain. In this talk today, we talk about how to stretch, when to stretch, what you should feel when you stretch, along with what locations to stretch overall body and a routine basis. Meaning routine, what I tell my younger patients is just the days end with Y, which is every day to make your overall body stay loose for your day. At that point, doesn't want to stress and tighten up. And overall, at the end of the talk, we talk about probably, I think, 6 exercises, how to stretch your back, your neck, your shoulders, everything that you can incorporate for your daily stretch, keep your body loose and strong, and feel relaxed every day. So enjoy talking to my friends. In the show notes has the links to the overall video of this podcast, along with previous podcasts too. So have a great week, my friends, and I'll see you next week. We all set? You ready? Everyone have their form? Oh. Don't forget your glasses. Plan. Everyone else? Everyone's good? Today's topic is knitting, right? No? Belly dancing then, I'm not sure. Okay. See it? Someone else? Okay. So, and are you guys okay? It's up to you guys. Always leave it up to you guys. You okay if I take my mask off? You guys okay? Okay. Give you the face reveal. I know it's scary. So, I'm Dr. Tony. I'm the chiropractor locally here in Upland. Okay, done this for at least a few years. This class, and when I go over, usually I rotate my classes from back pain, neck pain, sciatic pain, stretching, posture, sometimes food, mindset, and all the stuff I normally do. Today's about stretching, okay? Who learned how to stretch when you were young? Like a teenager? Not me. Maybe, yeah. Some people have. People learn how to stretch, usually why? Because they have an injury. All right, I have patients come in. I have a lot of construction patients that I see, and a lot of them are strong. They don't have the flexibility component. My job is to teach them how to stretch, when to stretch, why to stretch, so the injury they have now, or whatever's going on with their life, they can recover from and then maintain that routine. Okay, part of the class talks about routine. How do we set up a routine for you? Whatever works for you. For me, I'm a morning person. I stretch in the morning about 4:30 in the morning. Then from there I go, oh my gosh, so early. But what I do a 5:15 workout class every day before I even go to the gym. I'm with my buddy's gym now, his house gym. I went at 5:15 in the morning because I want to get it done. And my wife's a night owl. I'll go to bed and I'll wake up and she'll still be reading in bed. Like I'm in bed by 9:30. Okay, she's in bed by maybe 9:30 reading, and then she's asleep. Sometimes she'll kick me and go, stop snoring. I'm like, sorry, that's what I do sometimes. Okay? But can we find out whatever works for your routine? I'm a routine, so what I do is I wake up in the morning, have a cup of coffee, stretch for about 15 minutes, and then I go about my morning to get to my buddy's house, and we work out, whatever we do. Okay? If you're a night person, fantastic. There's no right or wrong. When do you feel the most, if you want to call it accessibility, you can find a routine that's going to work for your schedule. Pick up grandkids in the afternoon. You have to take care of other people too. My morning, everyone's still asleep in my house. Even my dog's still asleep, so I can get my stuff done by the time I come home. All right? So to start, why is stretching important? Why? Why is it important? What do you think? Your bones, I'm breaking two things. I go both your bones, your hard tissue, okay, which include your joints, along with your soft tissue, which includes your muscles, ligaments. Muscle ligaments are two different things, though. Okay, muscle. If I have my bicep muscle here, the belly of the muscle is where most of the meat is, where the muscle is itself. Your tendon is basically your tendon connects to your elbow from your bicep and up to your shoulder. It's the end part of the muscle. that tendon is where the weakest part of the muscle is. So if the muscle is straight in the middle, the belly, it can cause you to feel elbow pain or shoulder pain if it's your bicep muscle. So you want to make sure if you go to the muscle, we go to the tendon, which is part of the ligament, and then becomes ligament inside the joint itself too. You want to stretch both out differently. The muscle and ligaments both, they have two phases of stretching. One is your plastic phase or elastic phase where it can stretch and then bounce back, the elastic phase. The other phase where we stretch it beyond what it's used to, it can actually cause micro tears, which is not a bad thing, called your plastic phase. Okay, that's where you grow muscle. How does muscle grow? By becoming longer and thicker. So by having a longer, thicker muscle, what does that give you? More strength, less chance of injury, more endurance. Someone comes in and they have muscle atrophy in their arm because they have nerve pain or an injury. Muscle atrophy is when the muscle will shrink. My job is to make the muscle longer so they can start building strength over time by first stretching and then strengthening. If something is tight and you try to strengthen it, you're just going to make it tighter. So you have to make it looser first. So even when you start working out building strength down the line, it's going to make it tighter. So you have to maintain that routine of stretching, hint the class. Then the strengthening becomes easier to avoid injury. What happens in January 1st, or for most people in January 1st in America? What do? All that holiday we built up since Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. Like, okay, it's getting way too tight. I can't breathe anymore. Start working out. But if you don't have stretching routine going into working out, now you're making the muscle working out, you make the muscle tighter. That's how you have injuries. So it keeps me busy. So thank you very much. You can also stay busy that time of year. Okay? But can we avoid injury by having routine? So we start with making the muscle, finding it basically, let's start this way, is how do you set up a routine? Okay, what's your routine for you going to be like? And again, my routine is morning, I want to get it out of the way, get up early, at that point done, cup of coffee. You guys are like, I'm still sleeping then, 5 o'clock in the morning, so it's not even up yet. No, why? Okay, and also, once you figure out time day for you, morning, afternoon, or even lunchtime, so go lunch break, that's fine too, is what location of your home or gym do you like to work out? I work out at a gym or a buddy's garage because if I work out at home, I get distracted easy. There's laundry to do, something to clean up, something to do around the house, so I can water some grass or something. I'm going to go to a gym because my mindset is when I go there, boom, I'm going to go work out. I stretch in my living room because that's where my mat is. I'll leave my mat there at night, along with my roller I use too. I'll go over what that means in a second. But it allows me to go, okay, this is my location, so I know, boom, when I get there, I stretch. Because I don't want to think about it. If I think about it, go, should I stretch today? Should I not? What's happened? That thing on your shoulder goes like the lazy person goes, why just wait till tomorrow? You do it tomorrow. Why do it today? No, it's always tomorrow. So you want to be able to just get up and go. Sometimes I work out and I'll go to my buddy's gym and my friend goes, she goes, oh, your shirt's on backwards again. I'm like, it's possible. I changed the dark. I don't know. So I just go to go. Once I get there, I figure things out. So once you figure out your time of day, and also your location, maybe your home, maybe your living room, maybe a room in your place. At that point, what do you need equipment-wise? Okay, I have certain things that I use, and on the floor you can see too in the video. It's a mat. I use a mat at home, even on my rug, because the wife gets upset with me. I use my other tools I use on my rug and wears out the rug, so she gets mad and buys another one without even telling me, which is weird to me, but she does it without telling me. Get upset for a day. At that point, what we do is also, I use a roller, but this is kind of like it, where it's a hard material where it allows you to stretch over the material. And I'll show you what that means for some stretch we'll do at the other end. I'll show you what that means with this roller. Okay. Also I use too is a broomstick. This is a stick from Home Depot about probably 10 years ago that I have in my office now. But what it does, it helps me stretch my shoulders, some other parts of my legs too sometimes that used to stretch my overall body. And I'll show you how to use this one. I leave a little Swiffer in my pantry by the kitchen, so I know where it is every day, unless my wife moves it, because for some reason I don't know why. At that point, I'll have this ready to go. So again, why? I don't have to stretch in the morning, the stretch, but I want to make sure it's all there. I'll think about it, right? Okay. Any questions yet? What else could you? Yes. Yes.
Is it better to stretch like in a swimming pool, like the YMCA has swimming pool, and all the gyms have swimming pool?
Yeah, I'm okay with that, but can you go to the swimming pool every day?
That's the problem.
That's the problem. Accessibility.
Yeah.
Because I stretch, I tell people to stretch every day. I tell my kids that, my kid patients, and my kids sometimes too, only stretch on days that end with Y. I go, what day is that? I go, look it up, Google it, you'll find out, you'll see. But the reason is because we're moving every day, right? We're always moving every day because that movement allows muscles to tighten up. Sometimes we can plan our day so much. Problem is, some of our day goes, not do this, 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 and this. If you have a routine every day, either start or finish with a routine, your body's ready for the next day, it's rested, it's ready to go. So having that accessibility all day long, and in a pool, fantastic, if you have it available to you every day. But if you don't, then how do you make sure you get your routine in, no matter what the weather is, no matter what location it might be for you? Okay, so, any questions before we get, yes?
I do dancing.
Fantastic, good.
I'm Puerto Rican from New York, so I have the music.
Good.
Salsa music.
Fantastic.
Merengue, you move all this.
Yeah.
So that's what I do with the music.
This is you. If I start moving like that, I'm going to break an ankle.
No.
Oh, it's like, okay guys, that didn't work for me.
But I do that, but I had a stroke, so this side is a little different.
But that allows the movement to continue going and going and going, no matter how much you can do,
And
right?
my weights, yes.
Yes, everything. We have to. Whatever works for you. But having a routine down every day allows you the equipment, the right equipment for you.
Yes.
Allows you to work even to like about a water bottle also. Use the water bottle stretch. Instead of you can have a broomstick, or if you do or not, using a water bottle stretch also too. Keep your muscles loose. And do you have to do this once a day? Or can you do more than that? More than that, right? It's not a communist country. You can do whatever you want to do. You can stretch while in between. Some people do it between commercials. Or when they're resting, watching a movie. My wife goes, "What are you doing?" "I want to stretch." Never sits down. No, I don't. Either stretch or not stretch. Okay? So allowing your body to move whenever you can is the key. There's no limitation per se. And when we're stretching, when we stretch that muscle band, bicep tendon for one, too, I'll use that same example, is how far should we stretch? What do you think? Where it's painful, like, ugh. Where you go, that's a little uncomfortable. Fantastic. First time I stretch my patients, when I show them a stretch for 1-2, I want to see their face. Okay, when I see their face and I bring their leg over or neck over, they go, oh. They go, perfect, that's where we want to start.
Oh, really?
Yep. Because that muscle has to go beyond what it's used to. That has to get close to the plastic phase to cause a change, right? If I just move my arm naturally and go, okay, all right, that's doing nothing at all, fine. But if I move to where like, oh, I feel that stretch, I'm getting the ligaments to stretch, muscle stretch, joint to stretch, to allow things to move more, to make that next movement, maybe a strength exercise, easier. Doing laundry, easier. My body's ready for that. Now that heavy, that increased load with my movement, instead of being more tight in that load. Once the muscles, as joint is tight, chance of injury. So you want to stretch where that you feel a little bit uncomfortable. Okay. When I say painful, when it's painful, your muscle will actually start to guard and tighten. That's when you go, okay, now I got to back it off a little bit. You want to find that comfort zone for you, that uncomfort zone for you, allows you to stretch where it's uncomfortable, but not where the muscle starts to tighten up on you. I had a guy come in January, he had torn his bicep tendon. So he was like this. I was like, okay, how far can you go? But it feels comfortable here. I asked, what do you mean am I uncomfortable? It starts to hurt. I'm like, okay, perfect, let's go a little further. Oh, okay, a little further. Oh, within a week, this felt comfortable for him, so now he understood what I meant. But it takes that initial shock to go, okay, I can survive that. And when it gets painful, you're going to cause muscle tear, but you're not going to get there. It's hard to cause pain to yourself, self-torture yourself. Okay? Next one. How long should you stretch? Length of time, you think? Throw a number out there.
20 minutes.
No.
Half hour? You mean the
I mean, wait, good. 20 minutes total, yes. But it depends how much stretch you're doing, though, too. But how much individual exercise stretching should you do? How much should you hold the stretch for?
30 seconds.
I'm between 30 seconds for a muscle and 1 minute for a ligament. How many times? 1 to 2 times. Based on body part, right? If I wake up the next day and go, man, I think I pulled my calf muscle, I may stretch out 3 times. This is all gray. We want to do it long enough where it's effective, though. 30 seconds minimum. 1 minute is sufficient. And if it's certain body parts, maybe just once. I'm good with that. We have to do 3 sets of 10 and all that other stuff too. Once, if it feels like it's doing enough of a stretch. If it holds me that long, sometimes it goes like, it's not, and you think like, is that like 3 minutes? No, it's only 1 minute, but it takes time to learn for you. And you set a timer too. Hey look, this is my timer to start, so I know exactly how long I'm doing it for, and then over time you'll get that routine down of what a minute feels like, what 30 seconds feels like. Okay? Next one. We talked about a second ago too. Repeat the stretch, I say maybe twice. That's all you gotta do. You don't be there forever. People are waiting on you. You know? Like, let's go, people. But maybe twice is good for me. But the broomstick I'll show you in a second for the shoulders is an exercise you may want to do 4 to 5 times in a rotation. Which may take you 30 seconds to a minute to do. I'll show you that one also. All right. Any questions yet?
I have a question.
Yes.
I have multiple myeloma.
Yes.
Which is a bone marrow.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And sometimes I sleep too long on one side. I wake up and pain.
Yep.
And then I start stretching. But I don't know how much I can do.
As much as you can.
Okay.
That's all it comes in. As much as, and because I know you have good confidence, you know what to do, I go as much as you can. Some people go, when I hear the voice of, it feels too uncomfortable, or I was told not to, and I hear that that, I'm not negative, but a unmotivated tone of voice, I go, then let me work with you. Let me get this thing done with you. Get you where you feel more confident, you're not going to hurt yourself. Why do people not stretch? They're trying to avoid injury. It hurts too much. If it hurts when it's painful, why would I stretch to make it more painful? I want to get them through that wall of being uncomfortable so they get to the point where they can feel that benefit of stretching, and the muscle again gets longer, is more range of motion, gets stronger over time, and has more endurance. If we're going to stay strong, right, people? We want to stay strong, stay independent. We have to worry about the flexibility with strength combination. Has to be both. I don't care if you're 20, 30, 40, especially if you've had an injury before too, you have to focus on that. Okay? First exercise, as you build a routine, anyone here has neck problems? Neck issues? I've had neck issues. My wife says I have head issues, but that's a different story. I don't know what that is. I'm not sure what that is yet. I'm still working on that. How about that? So first one is called the upper trap. We've done a lot of these before too, so it will be a repeat, but this is my routine I do. It may be morning, yes, but even throughout the day. If I didn't work out this morning, which I did, my legs are pretty sore, I may stretch again today. So I want to make sure I'm good for tomorrow. Okay? What I tell people, stretch today so you feel good tomorrow. Work out today so you feel good tomorrow. It's not about just today, because we're not, and what's not going to end today for you? Hopefully not. Hopefully not. If not, if I don't see you next month, I know what happened. But we make sure our day-to-day is good to help us tomorrow feel good, and the day after that too. What do we have to do? So first stretch upper trap, I'll show you different ways. Take your right hand, you stretch your left upper trap. Upper trap means it's the muscle that connects from your shoulder joint, out where your shoulder meets your arm, to the top of your neck, where behind your ear, top of your neck where the base of the skull connects to there, and about T3, T4, which is down your spine, on that same side. So my left side, my spine about right there-ish, maybe right there-ish. Okay? That triangle muscle, the upper trap muscle, you want to make that muscle stretch out and up. So you want to bring your right hand behind your left ear and pull that. When you bring your hand behind your left ear, right hand behind your left ear, now turn your head to your left shoulder, the same shoulder. Turn your head there. Now let your hand, the weight of your hand, bring that head down toward your body. And hold that for about 30 seconds. I'll count for you. That's 2 seconds so far. That's 5 seconds. Keep holding. It's like a long time, doesn't it? That's 10 seconds. Keep holding. That's 17 seconds. Don't look up, don't look up. Keep holding it. It's 22. All right, another few more seconds. Hold it, hold it. Hold, hold, hold. That's 15 seconds. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. 30 seconds, you're good, you're good, you're good. Good, good, good. That's a lot, right? If you just do it once, That gets the whole muscle and ligaments to stretch on that side. Muscle meaning from the base of your head again to your shoulder joint out in your arm, upper calf muscle. Also ligaments in your spine on that side too. Now stretch in the spine, make that ligaments open up the spine to make that, if you have nerve pain, neck pain, shoulder pain, help calm that down also. It's like a panacea for all type of neck issues. Alright, so if you want to do the right side, again I'll just demonstrate here. I'll bring my right upper trap. I'm going to bring my left hand behind my right ear. Turn my head to the right shoulder. Let my head come down toward my body. Get there to move more. I had someone come this morning and he had problems where he had neck pain for 2 days and pain down his shoulder blade down here. He's coming from his neck, so I adjusted him and had him do the same stretch, hold that for 30 seconds on that side. Helps neck pain, arm pain, shoulder pain, also arm numbness, tingling, burning. Helps the whole area stay loose. All right. Any questions about that stretch? 30 seconds is up. You're good. Any questions about that one? All right. We talked about broomstick, right? This is the one that it goes exception to the rule. We want to rotate the shoulders as much as you can. And some people can do this. They can come all the way back, all the way forward. I hear the laughs in the crowd, the cackles. Okay, it took me about 3 days to get over my head, 3 days. I tore my left shoulder a long time ago. But now I do it every day, so my shoulders stay loose every day. I don't want to mess around with it. I got to work every day. I got to pay my taxes, everything else, to pay for Social Security, all of it. If that's too much, what people do is go again where they're uncomfortable, hold for about 5 seconds, then come back down to the front and do that 5 times. What's coming up, wherever you're going to have people start at the very end of a broomstick or a Swiffer, whatever you have, come all the way back, hold where it's uncomfortable, head up the whole time, and come back after 5 seconds about 5 times. 5 and 5. Or 5 and 4 and a half, or 3 and 5. Questions yet? Yes?
So why is it important to hold the head up here?
Because you don't get the touch, right? This is part 2. Now when you come here, after the broomstick, 5 times up, and then 5 times down if that's too much for you. Head up the whole time. So for now, what we're going to do is called the low back roll stretch. Okay, this is going to be a complicated one, so it's here. I'm going to have you do is start with a rolled up bath towel. Simple. Okay, anyone will do. It doesn't have to be a certain color or material or brand. It's up to you. Take this bath towel. I use a mat at home, so I like it. You want to be on a hard surface because you want to get more support, right? In a bed, you're just going to sink in there and not even know what you're feeling. I'm going to take that bath towel, put my lower back here, and come all the way down, and just lie over the bath towel. Okay? If that's too uncomfortable, then take either a flat, like half a bath towel for 1, 2, or make it flat instead of rolled up. You need more support. You want to do about 1 minute here, and you want to do 1 minute with your legs straight. Okay? So 1 minute legs up, part 1. And part 2 of the stretch is going to be legs flat for part 2. All right. Any questions about that? What this will do is make your lower back now stretch open. Allow it to stretch it open, decompressing your lower back using just your body weight, not some type of crazy machine or something you have to buy on Amazon or one of those infomercials per se. Using a simple bath towel. Tell my patient, what's your favorite color? Use that bath towel. Simple. If you have problem, yes.
When you bend the knee, you hold it.
It's 30 seconds all. I'm sorry, 1 minute, 1 minute. And some people are comfortable, so I have them go 30 seconds to start if they're in pain. Work up to them when they're ready. You can use the same towel if you want to modify it for your upper back too. Up here, maybe the upper back portion, and here, lie over that bath towel again. Here, if you're comfortable with it, then bring your arms above your head to get that full stretch also. That area. All right. Any questions about that? Simple, easy.
Now show us how you get up off the floor.
On my knees. 1 leg up, and then push up with my hands. Boom.
Do that again.
Sure.
Good.
Good.
I didn't see it.
So, if I'm going to get off the floor, I'm going to turn on my stomach. I'm going to go on my knees, my hands. I'm going to bring one leg over. I'm going to push both hands on that knee and get my push up with my hands on my knee to stand up.
That shows how, if there's a chair nearby. how
Good.
to do it. If.
Like this. Okay, I'm going to put that chair right there. I'm going to go back on my knees again. I'm going to use that chair as my leverage. Put my legs still up and push off on that chair. Here. I want to make sure two legs are right next to me to use that pressure to push myself up. If you don't have arms, then I can't help you. I don't know what to do. I don't know when you're
strong.
Yes. Ask for help. We're a life alert button. My grandma had one for a long time. My dad had got my grandma one for a long time, a life alert button. But make sure you check the battery. She had changed out for about 5 years. It don't last that long. So that's my only complaint. I don't have to check the battery very often. To remind you. Yes. Another one is here. I like this one. If you're already on the ground or even in bed is fine too for this one. Is lying down. And then from here, bring one leg over. The other leg with your knee bent. And now come over this way to the same side. Sciatica, low back pain, hip pain, leg pain, maybe headaches. Probably not headaches though.
Except your head looks like it's uncomfortable.
What you want to do is roll enough where you get that leg to come over as much as you can. Over. That feels comfortable.
30 seconds.
30 seconds, and then switch sides also. Other side. Leg bent, bring that leg over with you the whole time. And in bed too, right?
You're really flexible.
I do it every day, ma'am. I'm an expert.
Yeah.
Be the example here, you know?
Yeah.
But if this is too hard to do, if you want to go on the floor, if you want to get on the floor, you can do.
Get up in the morning.
The modification is going to be this, where you sit in a chair, and now cross one ankle over one knee, sitting back in the chair, head up the whole time, and bring that knee to your opposite shoulder. Boom. Magic. Magic. Look like a little star filter. I do the stretch on videos. Alright, so here, your ankle goes to one knee. Yeah, opposite knee. Sitting up. And that knee to your opposite shoulder. This one all the way across the whole time. Hold that 30 seconds. And then switch sides.
Good job.
Thank you. We're all going to have a tighter side. That's called being human. But still stretch both sides no matter what, 30 seconds. I like people to say, don't think about it, just do it. If you do it, your body will love you forever.
I think you could get in a shower first and let the shower hit all your muscles to get them warmed up.
It's accessible.
Then it's easier to...
But the problem is you're going to go work out. You're going to shower before you work out, then shower again. We're in a drought here. You know, we're going to rates increase even more.
Save the water.
You know, because water bill's going to be more than the gas bill. Gasoline bill. Okay, so just review. On the floor or in bed, or this one, bring your leg over top to stretch out the outside hip bone even lower back a little bit with this stretch. All right. Opposite ankle, or opposite knee with your right. So I'm gonna do my right side, right hip, right low back. Bring my right ankle over my left knee. Bring that over across. Which side's the floor? Okay. Quick commercial break over there. Now, the cobra pose. This is a little bit, again, you want to do this probably on a mat or a floor you want support. You want to do a full cobra is this. Good point to you guys a little bit here. Full cobra is this. We can go here, legs flat, body flat, hands to your side, and coming straight up this way. Okay, that's a full cobra. So you're putting your legs straight, feet straight, pointing your toes out away from you, behind you. And now you're going to go from a push-up position on the floor with your hands at your sides, palms open, and come straight up. Okay, if that's uncomfortable, You can do this stuck, because I have patients that can't do this because their back's too sore. I'm put a towel underneath their top of their shoulders, underneath their chin, and just stay right here.
You can do that too?
You can do that also. It qualifies. Instead of if this is too uncomfortable for you, hurts the back or hurts the arms or shoulders, right here. Get the back to arch more. Why do you want to arch in the back? Why is that important? So you can move. If our spine is arched backwards, which is better alignment for your body, better posture, the muscles work hard to hold you here versus being here. People come to my office, they're so far hunched over, this is even painful for them. So I start with a roll stretch, really light roll stretch on their back first, then get into this afterwards. This is like an advanced version of the roll stretch. You can push yourself up even further back. The more body goes to extension, the more the bones move, the more the muscles stretch, the more you get stronger, build up endurance. Hence, we want to have a routine down every day. Okay? Questions yet? Last one. I know you guys are looking for this one. Great. Okay? This is called the downward dog. There's modifications too. So we'll go here, this way this time. We're going to come down. Instead of being flat, we're going to go on our toes. We're going to push back with our hands to allow our whole back to stretch this way. We're going to go from what's called a plank position, straight plank, body off the ground, up to an actual pushing yourself back to a downward dog position. This is the full dog position. Full downward dog position, sorry. Okay? Allow stretch the back, the legs, the hamstrings, everything. The modification of this is going to be this. So where use a chair here, and you can go here, and then we can go actually use the back of the chair first. We can put our feet behind us so we're a little bit comfortable, and then let our body lean back a little bit in the chair. That make sense? When you use the chair, top of the chair start, higher the better, easier. We go here, we're going to lean back with our body, keeping our knees locked out the whole time. Let our hamstrings, our calves, our glutes, and our back stretch out. The extension causes decompression, more of a stretch in the spine and the muscles. All right, if that's comfortable, then we can do, turn the chair around, use the bottom of the chair, the seat of the chair, the seat. And now, come down even further to more of a modified or closer to the full downward dog. All right. Any questions about that? How long we hold it for?
30 seconds.
30 seconds. Boom. Questions? It's finding your routine, what you want to do. You have the list, this demonstrations, whatever works for you. You can go through previous videos we've done before here, and ask questions also. What about this stretch? What else can I do to make this looser? Like she had a stroke before too. You didn't have scar tissue in your body, right? Scar tissue, what is scar tissue? It's a very thick tissue that allows very limited stretching. So that scar tissue, you may want to stretch it even more. So you want to make sure we're doing enough every day, maybe morning, night, whatever you want to do, whatever location you want to do in your house or home or gym, so your body stays healthy, loose, and strong. So if it's loose and strong, if it's loose, you're less chance of injury. You can walk all day long, but what happens when you walk sometimes? My calf hurts. Take a couple days off, and it still hurts. You have to stretch enough to make your body stay healthy. Avoid injury. All right. Any questions? Yes, ma'am. Good.
Scar tissue, if you're saying, will
Yes.
it go away or just get better?
It'll get better, but it'll never really go away. And again, there's grade 1, 2, and 3, whatever it is, 2, how deep it is. But you want to make sure you keep things stretched out. During the pandemic, the YMCA was closed. All gyms were closed. Hard to work out because there's no gym for me. I have my wife's 5-pound take weights at home. I can't do much with that. Okay. So what I did when I was able to stretch enough with a broomstick because I tore my shoulder before. Once I went back to the gym, it kind of hurt a little bit. But I kept this loose by using a broomstick every day. My shoulders so it didn't want to become too tight. If you don't stretch scar tissue enough, you're going to feel it when it gets cold. Knees, shoulders. I had a patient for Adele, she had polio. So her joints were really destroyed, really tight. She wore a brace all the time. when it gets cold and damp, the atmospheric pressure drops. At that point, the pressure joints increases naturally. She would tell us 3 days before it would rain, 3 days before. She would tell us it's going to rain. She was accurate 100% of the time. Joints were so tight, so much pressure, she could tell a little bit sensitive, so sensitive, you could tell the difference. By stretching out scar tissue, you allowed not to feel the pain. Once you stretch out enough where it feels good, get it stronger to keep that area loose. When you build strength, you're naturally going to stretch things out at the same time. So I want to make sure you, after you've done stretching before, the next step would be how to strengthen the area by doing, for example, for a shoulder, a wall push-up or a counter push-up. Whatever you have scar tissue, at that point, how do we make that area looser and then stronger? Any questions? Yes, Dan.
I forgot to use weights for a while. And then
Yes.
I started using weights yesterday, and I forgot to stretch. So now, is it too late?
No, it's not too late. No, you're still alive, you're still breathing.
I can
Too late.
the next day.
Yes!
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
But make sure next time, because the thing is,
I forgot.
it doesn't feel tight until you feel it's tight.
Yeah.
After you've worked it out. So now, this is your warning sign. If you don't stretch now, then
So at least
You have to-
24 hours?
exactly.
Okay.
Wait until that soreness goes away. So the first time you work out again for a while, I recommend every other day.
Oh, yeah, that's better. I forgot.
And then once it feels decent, then go every day.
For weights.
For weights.
Yeah. I forgot.
Because when you weights for the first time in a while, you're making the muscles want to break down, stretch it more than it's used to.
Yeah.
In the plastic phase again, you want to get that chance to rest, then go back.
I'm wondering too, maybe I should have used less weight, since I haven't been using weights lately.
It wouldn't hurt
start
just to
again.
start
Yeah.
again and see, and then build up from there.
Build up. Oh, good idea.
You know, at that point, it's I tell people move the weight up maybe once a week.
Yeah.
If you're comfortable whatever weight it is, once every 7 days. Because most people have like a 7-day routine they do, and then they add more weight next time. That's the plan. That's what people in January, they go back the first day, they feel fine. Also, wait the next day, like they can't move, they're like, ugh, because they overdid it. Why do you work out hard the first time normally and we feel okay? We have adrenaline run through our body. Adrenaline kicks in. Things under stress. So it feels great the first day. You wake up next day, you're like, I can't move. The adrenaline wears off and goes, bye-bye.
Oh, gee.
Yes. It just works. That's all it is. Work out hard, routine, find your routine, whatever works for you. If you have any questions, let me know. Grab some food, grab some lunch, get the nap in today. All right?